Alright, you too. So it's this guy, his name is Pierre Francois. Pierre Francois is another remote neural monitoring victim. Okay. Mr. Francois supposedly suffers from the auditory effect. Alright. Well, I'm not gonna say supposedly he does suffer from that. He supposedly is schizophrenic, but he's not schizophrenic. This is more of this remote neural monitoring. Okay, Mr. Francois is from Florida. He is in prison. All right, he's in prison for, get this, stabbing his girlfriend. Guess where he stabbed her at? In the eyes, both of her eyes. All right, anyone who's a target, you know when, if your spouse or whoever it is that's targeting you, they get this weird look in their eyes as if somebody else is inside of their eyes looking at you. Okay? They all do that. We call them narcissists, but there's something about the way, whatever it is, the way they use that remote monitoring to control them. It's like the operator is on the other side of their eyes staring at you. Okay? So he stabs her both her eyes out. Then he repeatedly stabbed his own mother while he was screaming out to his mom, "What did you do with my mom? What did you do with my mom?" While stabbing his own mom, right? Okay. This is more of what I'm saying. There's something else behind the people that's operating the people. Okay? The reason why it's after us so bad because it can't operate us the way it wants to. This is why we always getting these different attacks from uh, the directed energy weapons, and they're constantly beaming electromagnetic waves into our heads because it's trying to basically take control over our brains. All right, so Mr. Francois, he actually was fighting it back, but he still lost the battle because he actually did what it wanted him to do, all right, which was act out in violence. And now they can say that he is mentally ill because it his attack it mimics mental illness. Okay, so he stabs his mom, yelling out, "What you do with my mom? What you do with my mom?" Okay, and he's also hearing voices. All right, the voices that he hears is V2K. It's not schizophrenic. These are voices talking crazy to you, talking crazy about people around you, telling you the people around you are doing this and that. Okay, that's what it does. It will tell you, your spouse is cheating, or talk, you know, nasty about your kids, uh, all kind of stuff. It just it's confusion. It's all confusion, and you just have to continue just smacking those thoughts out of your mind all day long. So it's like you constantly battling thoughts all day long, just knocking those thoughts out your head, and purifying your mind from all that nastiness all day long, 24/7. All right, and you know once it gets that anger in you, and you react. Now I'm a victim of this because I have, it creates the violent outbursts in you to get you, because you get tired of it. You don't get any rest. You're always fighting thoughts that are not your own. All right, so you end up breaking down. And when he broke down, they completely had control over him. This is why I say this. He grabbed the baby, bit the baby's nose off, and threw the baby out of the window. Okay? Sounds like a total monster. And I'm going to say that he is a monster. But guess what? It's something behind that monster that is creating the monster. Okay? Same way with any type of violent people in the neighborhoods. They are being controlled. Okay? If you know in the scriptures tell you about in the last days how Satan will be claiming to be God. Okay, this is what this is. This is playing God. This is Satan basically doing because say if God wanted a person to do a certain type of thing, that person going to do it because it's God's will. But what I'm telling you, this is Satan's will. It's not God's will. Okay, they got this technology. They're using it on people. Okay, and whoever was behind Mr. Francois, his targeting, they wanted him to be incarcerated now. So he's incarcerated, and they watch him commit the crime through his eyes. All TIs know that. They watch you do things through your eyes. Okay? So these people knew that he was going to kill this child. And they knew that he was going to end up stabbing this young lady. Okay? But they want to talk to you about what was the red flags, and he didn't have no history. He didn't have no history of crimes. Okay? Why is this? Because they are after a certain group of people, God's people. Okay? This is what they're doing. And these are Satan's children doing this. Okay? They playing mind games. All right? Just the whole thing of gaslighting itself. I put up a video the other day.